I'll definitely throw down $100. We're gonna double check, make sure that some of these cars are actually street cars. I can't even make this, I can't even make it up. How much, that is exactly karma. That's 100% karma. If you want a definition of karma, that was it. I had stirred the pot a bunch and said that I was gonna make a lot of these cars in the no clock class go on a street cruise, and I couldn't get my car started after driving it to the track. I was sitting there on my way into the track because they hadn't opened the gates yet, so we were all sitting in line, and there was probably like 40 or 50 cars, trucks, trailers, whatever, waiting in line behind me, and probably 10 in front of me, and then there was going to be a ton more as the night went on. And I had pulled in to the racetrack, and I was sitting there, but the trans temp was like probably 190, so I was going to shut the car off to let it cool off, and I did, and I sat there probably for 15 or 20 minutes, and I was hot, so I was like, I'm gonna turn the car back on and get the AC back on, and the car wouldn't start. So I tried to like nonchalantly get out of the car and kind of like poke around, like pop the hood like I was letting it cool off while I was looking to see if I could see anything out of the ordinary, because it would crank. It wouldn't even crank. I would key it over and the fuel pumps would come on and it wouldn't even crank. So I was like, I have no idea what it could be, what could be the issue with it. So eventually, though, it got too close to the time where the gate was about to open, and people were gonna start wanting to come in to the racetrack, and I was blocking the road. So I made the executive decision to where I was gonna have to like move the car out of the way and get it up to try to figure out what was wrong with it. So, you know, people were driving by now at this point because the gate had opened, and everybody was like, not everybody, there was a couple of people that I knew that were like hooping and hollering and like catcalling me, like kind of laughing that it was funny that I was broken outside of the track because I didn't know what was wrong with it. So at this point I had the car up on jack stands, and the bumper was off, the hood was up, the wiring harness was all pretty much out of it because I was running through the wiring harness trying to see if the new exhaust that I had made had melted through any of the wires. Didn't find anything. I was checking grounds, like maybe one of the grounds came loose or something. I had no idea. Then Mary Kate actually made the suggestion, like, well, she was joking, but she said, it is in park, right? And she knows, and I know, like, well, it doesn't have a neutral safety switch. And then I realized, I was like, well, but there still is the factory neutral safety switch that I had like modified and just zip tied it up out of the way. And I was like, well, might as well check it. And so I went to go check it, and sure enough, that's what wound up being the issue. So shout out to Mary Kate, my wife, for saving the day and getting us into the track. And that's just it's the way that it happens sometimes. So, but we got into the track eventually, and it took us, we were outside for like an hour, and I finally got it in, went to the staging lanes, and then you'll see it was just not a very good night of runs. Like I blew the tires off, I think, it hooked initially and then blew the tires off, and then it did the same thing twice, and then the third time it boost spiked pretty high. So it's just not worth it to me to try to, I need to get it sorted out, especially in that class. It wasn't worth it to me, I say, because I was in a class where I was so completely and I was just completely outgunned, absolutely outgunned. A lot of those cars are some fast cars. Whether totally aside from the fact that, whether they can make it on the street cruise or not, that doesn't matter necessarily when I'm saying this. Those cars are fast, so I was totally outgunned to begin with in the class. So I just didn't want to like drive my car into the dirt to get knocked out first round when it's not 100% right. So probably won't go racing again until Jason gets up here and like when we get this thing sorted out. But enjoy the video, and just always remember that karma is waiting for you just when you're just when you're feeling good about yourself and feeling good about your car, karma is not far around the corner if you're gonna say something reckless. So enjoy the video, and I'll catch you guys on the other end. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video of the Humbled YouTube channel. Listen, I may have picked a fight before I even got to the track a little tiny bit. I hope all of the guys realize that it's all in good fun, but they probably don't. I was talking smack on Facebook, so I drove the car here, and then I had an issue with, once I got to the gate and I was trying to get my ticket to get the tech card to get in, the car wouldn't start. So then there's of course the entire line of all these people out here. And everybody's watching me try to fix the car, and it's like I got the bumper off and the tires off. It's up on jack stands outside the gate, and I'm laying on the ground where everybody can see me. So it's a fun, humbling experience to see all your co-racers go driving by, laughing, asking what's wrong with your car, and you know, it happens. It is what it is. But so we got our first shakedown pass pretty much immediately after getting the car fixed. It was like maybe 10 minutes. Then drove and did the first pass. It hooked initially, left a little bit lazy, and then blew the tires off probably like 15 feet out. And I got back in it, and then it made a clean rest of the pass. So talked to Jason Brazzel down in North Carolina, BPF Performance. Go find him for all your suspension and chassis work and turbo kits and everything like that. But I talked to him. We made some suspension adjustments to try to counter that. It's pretty hot out today. I mean, the sun is going down, but I'm making a gamble on a pretty significant suspension change. So I get one more test pass, and then we're going into go to the driver's meeting to go draw for first round. So just a big gamble to find out if the car is gonna hook up or not. I don't know. We'll find out. But that's what we got going on. Mary Kate's behind the camera again today. Mary Kate was a trooper. She's actually the one that had the idea to fix the car. Isn't that right? You knew what to do. I was messing with it for about an hour, and then Mary Kate goes, well, have you tried this? And then I was like, well, I don't think it's that. And I went and looked, and sure enough, that's what it was. Teamwork makes the dream work. But okay, well, next time we'll probably be in the staging link, so we'll catch you guys over there. Robbie, say what's up to the, you know everybody on here. Yeah. There's like, I have like 6 people that watch my videos. You're not even one of them all the way in. But look, this is a new wrap for the car, right? What color was it originally? It's
called, this new wrap is called Matte Avocado.
Oh, okay.
It's a Oracle color. So I just wanted something a little different than what we had last year.
I've seen you with your hood off a couple of times, so I know you talk about it. So what's done to it? Like, how big's the turbo?
It's a small block Ford, 8.2 deck motor. So
kind of hard to come by, like a Fox body with a Ford engine in it. It's kind of hard to come by. But
yeah, so
it looks good though. Looks really good, and you're going pretty fast, right?
That pass we were slow as could be, but it's been fast in the testing. We're just working a lot of bugs out on it. You know, a lot of new changes we did over the winter.
The track was a little bit.
The track was definitely better than it's been before.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I went and knocked the tires off like 20 feet out. So
that track is probably the best it's been the last 3 times I've been down.
I was honestly expecting it to strike the tire right away, and I was surprised when it hooked, and then it knocked the tire off, and I was like, oh, there it is. But yeah, you said you want to put some money on this race. You were going to give me the 330, is what you said, right? Yeah. We're gonna try to remember to start that camera this time. I have another camera in here.
In-car camera.
You're a goof. Okay, well, they're landing.
Okay, we're about to do our last test pass, right?
Yeah.
You only get 2.
So we'll probably get one. God, we'll probably get one more run at least. Well, we'll get one more run, but I don't know if we're gonna get any more after that. Probably get knocked out first round.
No, don't say that. what happens.
First and foremost, I want to give big thank you to my wife. Mary Kate's been up all night last night, slept 3 hours, and then she puts up with my shenanigans. So we're not gonna run again. I took those 3 test passes. Last 2 passes it over boosted pretty good, made like 36 pounds of boost in the 60 foot, and this last one it backfired. And the data logger didn't work. So I think we're just gonna skip it and wish everybody else good luck. But of course, also I did not film an outro. I decided to leave the track because it was the last pass. I thought my butt dyno had thought that it had spun a little bit, but from the video that Mary Kate took, I couldn't tell if it had spun or not. But it did boost spike to like 36 pounds of boost. It was supposed to only be targeting, you know, I think I said it earlier, like 25 pounds or 24 pounds or something like that. And then it did backfire. So, and I think it might have been from spinning. It's just really hard to tell. I thought it felt like I had spun, but after watching the video, it didn't really look like I had spun, so I didn't really know what to think. So I've got a couple of things. I'm just gonna do a little health check on the car and make sure that it's doing okay. I got a couple more things. We did the clock giveaway. So congratulations to everybody that won one of those. That'll be awesome. I'll hopefully get those out here in the next few days. So I said I'd talk about it a little bit earlier, or later rather. Never mind that. That's a separate issue. But I normally do my burnouts with the boost controller turned off, because 5 pounds of boost on this car is more than plenty to get the tires going for a really good burnout. But we put 3-pound springs in it, and the car did not like having just 3 pounds of boost for the burnout. So when I flipped it into high gear, it just wanted to spin the converter and not the tires. So that's why that one burnout was so bad. I'm gonna put those 5-pound springs back in the wastegates though, and that's how we're gonna go forward on that. I'm gonna do the health check type stuff. Just gonna pull the plugs, check the compression, and you know, all that sort of stuff, and just make sure that everything is copacetic with the car. I've never found a way to use that word organically until just now. But so we'll get that stuff taken care of. I probably won't take the car out racing until Jason comes up here in August and we get the suspension stuff taken care of. I am totally out of upper control arm angle adjustment. I have no more room for separation. I can't get any more separation than I am getting, which is only like 2/3 of an inch, and that's not enough. The stock location bolt holes for the upper control arm does not allow for enough adjustment to get good separation. So that's what, and we're going to talk about that in another video, suspension separation, at least the amount of stuff that I do know about it, which is not that much. But we'll talk about that in another video. I had some people ask about suspension and tire type stuff, so maybe that'll be for the next video. But yeah, when Jason comes up here and gets that stuff squared away, we'll hopefully be able to do pretty well at 3-Car Takeover that's in August. So like always, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you guys on the next upload.